Hey BookTube, it's Fee. This week's spoiler-free review is on A Sunbeam by Tillie Walden. This is a really cute graphic novel, and it's also a webcomic that you can read for free online. But I was lucky enough to check out the hardback version at my local library. I really like reading actual physical books because I look at a computer all day. I really love this book, so I don't really have anything bad to say about it. So we're gonna amend our format a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about all the things I liked, and I'm gonna talk about the artwork, and hopefully get you to go out and at least read this comic online, or go out and look at Tillie Walden's other stuff. Like, I've been watching a lot of interviews with her, and I would love to take this girl out for like coffee or something and just like talk books all day and talk art because she just seems awesome. On a Sunbeam is about a girl falling in love in boarding school, but there's also an intertwining plot to go along with that. It's also a found family story about the same girl 5 years later as she joins a crew of people who go out to different places in the universe and restore old buildings and temples and do construction stuff. These intertwining plots really blend together to make a beautiful story, and if I say any more, I'm going to spoil it. This is one of those books that just has a really sweet story, and it made me happy on the inside. I've spent a lot of time trying to research art and different ways that I can describe that a little bit better and be a little bit more objective about it, and this is the best I can do. I'm going to throw a couple pictures of pages that I took that I think will illustrate my points, and hopefully we can talk about them, and this will be constructive or at least help. The art is really pretty. It's based on lines and sparse color against empty darkness to show you what's really important. This story relies on the illustrations, and there's text in it, but you can almost disregard the text. Text sort of just helps guide you in the right direction, where the pictures do most of the heavy lifting telling the story. The characters' faces are really simplistic. Tillie Walden's style is to sort of do her own version or her own take on anime, and so you have the shape of the faces being very similar, but instead of having the big anime eyes and the exaggerated hairstyles, she keeps it simple with really simple hairstyles and just lines and dots. I know all pictures are made up of lines and dots, but her style is much more simplistic. And it's really amazing what she can do with like just one line or just one change in angle. She makes the faces be very expressive, and it's really cool. The characters in this book are very diverse, and by diverse I mean everybody in this book is either a woman or is non-binary. One of the characters communicates non-verbally most of the time. There's a triage relationship going on with another set of characters, and the main focus of the story is a lesbian relationship. I think Tillie uses a lot of open spaces in her artwork in this book to sort of demonstrate the emptiness of the universe, and how when you're near any other person, that connection's really special. Because you could be touching nothing, but you have the opportunity to actually interact with somebody and not be alone. The scenery is very dreamlike, and it kind of has this Spirited Away vibe going on. I really like the spaceships that are shaped like koi fish. Like, they're really pretty. And it just makes going through space seem to be more fluid and wavy and less cold and dark, and these ships feel more alive than that. Most of the worlds are just like sitting out there on their own little island. There's not really any logic that goes behind, oh, you can breathe here, oh, you can't breathe here, oh, you're just on an asteroid randomly going through space, but there's a tree there and there's a house. It doesn't make sense scientifically, but at the same time, this is a fantasy book, and you're allowed to take those kinds of liberties with this kind of book. So if you like minimalistic graphic novels, stories that pull your heartstrings, and LGBTQ romance, then you should pick up On a Sunbeam by Tillie Walden. If you like what I do, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you. And leave a comment if you know how to actually describe the art and stuff in words, because I'd really like to learn. I'm learning more about graphic novels as I read more of them, and I'd really like to be able to understand things beyond, oh my god, that's so pretty. But yeah, I try to get a book review out every Thursday, and I try to get a tag/vloggy kind of video out on Tuesdays. So you should definitely subscribe. All right, bye.